Hi guys, it's me Jimmy Geek. If you're looking for a 4K laptop, then I will say look not further. Just watch my Lenovo Y50 4K UHD laptop review, which was launched last year. Do not buy that laptop that have a mustard color crap shit display. But Asus Rog G501 is now offering a 4K display panel with the updated graphic 960M. The Lenovo Y50 4K or UHD laptop, how the hell you wanna call, you can come up with a GTX960M with 2GB or 4GB. Definitely always go with a 4GB of VRAM due to the 4K, and then make sure to watch out my video 2GB, 4GB versus 8GB of VRAM guide. So Asus Rog G501 is already coming up with the standard full HD display for $1,299 on Amazon. You can check. I will just include the link. I mean, it's a solid laptop for this price point, and then plus you get a GTX960M, which is solid for gaming on a laptop for a 1080p display. I'm not talking about a desktop crap shit. GTX960, watch my review for that desktop. But in what the hell, I mean, even Asus is thinking that GTX960 mobile GPU, the GTX960M can handle the 4K gaming. Even the desktop GTX960 can't handle the 4K gaming. How the hell the mobile GPU can handle? I mean, at least I will say if you're gonna do the 4K gaming, go with GTX980M. Watch my review for it. Just click in the description box. I have talked up enough for that. So this is Asus Rog. Rog is a gaming serial laptop. Come with a normal i7 processor with a quad core. I mean i7 4720HQ processor, which is a quad core processor, and then 8 logical core. In the Windows environment it will appear as a 8 logical core, and then you can go with the SSD, or you can go with 1TB 7200 RPM, which is much better than a crappy 5200 RPM. RPM stands for round per minute. The most highest RPM you can get, it will basically run faster. You will write and read the data faster. So Asus Rog G501 is already one of the world's thinnest laptop. I mean, for a gaming laptop, it's really bloody thin. So plus it's only weight around 2 kg. I mean 2 kilo for a laptop, for a gaming bloody laptop. That really I mean so light. I'm just using my Lenovo. This is a business ThinkPad. I'm using this bloody weight around 2.5 kg. It does not have a graphic card. I mean, it's an i7, but it's a business laptop. Do not need any graphic card. But anyways, now let's go to the main point. The main point is 4K panel. Yes, this 4K panel is much better than the Lenovo 4K panel. Even their 1080p Asus panel for the Rog G501 is really, I mean, around 90%. Do not show me the cover for the Adobe RGB color, so it means you are really well off for your web design, for your graphic design, for your professional image editing, for your video editing. But the 4K panel again have the same bloody problem like the Lenovo Y50 4K. The scaling problem, Windows 8.1 or even the Windows 10 are not going to have a native 4K. I mean, Windows 10 do not have any native 4K. They can patch, but patching does not mean it will solve the problem. Let's talk about current. Let's don't talk about the future. We will talk about the future later when the future arrives. The Windows 10. Currently, Windows 8.1 have the same bloody scaling problem. I always said do not go anywhere about 3K display. You can already get a Lenovo workstation W540 with a 3K. I mean, even the 3K display panel have the problem, but it really do not have the problem like the 4K. I mean, all of your native desktop app scaling problem, your games, I mean, scaling problem when you are doing the normally these are the LCD panel. I mean, in today's world we use the monitor laptop, we use the LCD panel. In the LCD panel you should always use your display, whether it's a laptop display, whether it's a monitor or your TV. in a native resolution. They can't be changed like the fat old CRT cathode ray tube panel. In that we can also change the display, and then we can change the pixel. In this laptop display, LCD stands for liquid crystal display. There is fixed amount of pixel on it. So basically in this normal Asus Rog G501 4K panel have a 4K pixel in it. Even you try to basically scale down from the 4K resolution to the 1080p, it will not work perfectly. Basically you are displaying a big ass pixel on basically 4 pixel. Basically it's a mathematics. You are running the 1080p in a 4K, so basically around 3 or 4 pixel is acting as a 1 pixel, rather than, again the problem is same, the scaling problem. I will say never ever use the other resolution, stick with the native resolution. If your panel is 1080p, do not use on a 720p, use on a 1080p. But now for gaming, up to now there is not a much scaling problem with this Asus Rog G501. Like the Lenovo i50, whenever you try to game on 1080p, there is a left right bottom and top bar become black. That is not the same problem with this, but the problem is that again the same bloody problem. The normal native running like Windows, Photoshop, yeah, you can run on 4K, but sometimes some plugins do not work correctly. And second is the gaming. There's no way, again I'm saying, the GTX960M can handle 4K gaming. You have to game on 1080p. If you're going to have 1080p, you have to scaling down on a native resolution is not work. The native resolution is 4K. Again I'm speaking in LCD world, you should always run your panel on native resolution. If you try to scale it down, it will become pixelate bogey. Basically scaling it down, you are making 2-3 pixels acting as a 1. That is not how a LCD work. Plasma can work, that's where they have some kind of gas in it, but that is not how LCD is designed. Anyway, I will say go with a 4K. Anyway, I will say go with a 1080p panel. But if you really can't, keep it out from the 4K. You're really excited, you are just looking for a 4K. Again I will say go with 1080p, or then just give a try. 4K panel is not a standard right now. I'm really very worried for a lot of people are moving on Mac. Yes, Mac OS is now supporting native 4K support due to them Apple Mac 5K display. Even they can support up to 5K. We are already hearing that 8K monitor are coming. Star Citizenship will be a 8K basically game. It will require 100 GB of storage and all that kind of bunch of hot scrap. In reality, we still can't game on 3K properly. There's scaling problem about 3K, and then you're talking about 8K, 12K, even 24K. Even I heard in a rumor. To be honest with you, let's stay with 4K. Try to make a standard drive. Try to make the bloody window work in a native environment. Microsoft in no way in the hell is going to make the Windows 10 from a ground up for 4K. They are going to patch. I know how the patch work. Let's hope so. Microsoft address the issue. I'm a big bloody Microsoft Windows fan, but I hate Mac OS. I don't want to use Linux for my daily operating system. Because I'm a professional editor, graphic designer, video editor, plus I'm a web developer. I need to code. Yeah, you can code on Linux, but I love the Microsoft stack. Let's hope so Microsoft fix the issue with Windows 10. Then this laptop I can recommend. Up to now, I say I can't recommend. The scaling problem. It's up to you. If you just wanna use for watching 4K video, that's not a big problem. You can watching video viewing 4K images, or about like how many 5 megapixel images, then it's not a big problem. You can watch video on 4K with no problem, absolutely. You can look into images, but if you are doing any kind of professional work, the scaling problem will be, the stuff will be very small that you cannot see. Even you can set up a DPI scaling, still it mess up all the logo font. If you don't know what a DPI is, you can make things appear bigger. Again, I will stay away, go with the 1080p, which is really solid. I mean, number one problem is scaling problem, number two problem is the GTX960M is not powerful to handle 4K gaming. I will say go with the 1080p panel, much better for you. And then this Asus Rog G501 I strongly recommend. It's one of the best laptop for gaming on 1080p. Subscribe to my channel. It's me, Geek. Bye bye.